kommer, skal vi se. Okay, I try again. This, I have big hopes that this will be okay. So, my whole head is in the frame there. I had holding it since.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I'm really sorry about the technical difficulties there. At first try there. I will have to do it this way because my son is behind the camera and he will be following me around in the boat. We are now in our little yacht, and I know lots of you guys have asked if I could show you how my little yacht looks. It's not a big boat, but it's I really love this boat. I've had it for many years now, and so I'm quite excited about this. I will also show you the cameras I use normally to shoot my videos. So because I have my cameras here, I cannot film my cameras with any of my cameras. So they are here. That was the reason, partly the reason why I had some technical difficulties. Now I'll just pop behind the screen here and see if you are reading and listening to this. Okay. Si fra hvis
Det som kommenterte yes listening.
Yes, listening. Okay, that's awesome. Yes, as I said, I'm excited about this. Let's start with the cameras. Now, among photographers, I've heard there's a saying, goes something like this: nobody cares about your photography. Because the camera is a tool. But I know that many of you who are now watching, you are making videos yourself. So this is just my take on YouTube videography, what I use and what I used when I started out and what I've ended up with now. So let me just ask my son again. Kommer det flere kommentarer?
Ja. Eller hva mener du med det?
Kommer kommentarer?
Ja, det kommer kommentarer. Eller ikke nå, da. Det ble litt liten.
Okay. Just checking that everything seems all right. So when I started making YouTube videos, it's I think it's about almost 2.5 years ago, I think it was. I started using my iPhone actually, and not the proper camera, the selfie camera. So, but still, I think that, you know, the quality was quite okay. So I used my iPhone actually. Now, I then I then took a huge step up to this camera here, which is a Sony 4K Handycam AX33, and this is a Røde microphone. So this camera is, well, I love this camera. It's not a photography camera. It's a camcorder. So it's got some limitations. But this, up until now, is what I have been using, along with my GoPro. And the GoPro is awesome. I like it because it's small, so you can just put it in your pocket. And I have actually some of my overnighter videos I've shot with my GoPro only. And now I bought myself a Panasonic Lumix G80. It's called G85 in America, I believe. I don't know why they use different codes, but it's a camera I will be using quite a lot because I have an interest and in taking stills as well now. So also I want to learn how to use a proper camera like this. So I just started.
Det var en som spurte hvilken type GoPro det er.
Okay, my son is telling me which kind of GoPro. I think, well, I know it's a GoPro Black Hero 5, so it's not the latest model, but it was the latest, it was the newest model when I bought it. And you know, it's got its limitations, but it's, I mean, you can scuba dive with this, you can put it underwater in the snow, you can go skiing downhill with this camera. I wouldn't go skiing downhill with this one here. So I think that these three cameras now, it's they should cover most of my needs. Okay. Now let's take a look at the boat. My son will pick up the camera and follow me around. I'll climb out in the cockpit first of all. Okay, so this is the cockpit of my little yacht. It's a sailing yacht, and I like to sit here. And it's yeah, lots of people around right now. It's a lovely summer day here in Norway, and kanskje du skal ta så bare utover sjøen litt. So it's just wonderful now, and we were out swimming or sea bathing in the sea yesterday. 19 degrees Celsius in the water, which is quite okay for Norway. Okay, let's go down below again.
Pappa, det var en som spurte om foreslå både lyd og kamera. Altså mikrofon og kamera.
Hva foreslår du?
Ja, foreslå noe.
Okay, I will move into sleeping quarters. And it's not a big boat. Behind me is the restroom area. You won't find much rest in there because it's very tight. Let me put it this way: if your stomach disagrees with you a little bit, you know, and there are rough seas, you will be safe in there because you're kind of wedged in between the walls. But there's a double bunk here and a closet here, my jacket here, and I will move back to my seat again. And we have the kitchen area. I haven't washed this boat since last year, I must admit. And there's a reason for that. It's not just because I'm lazy. I'm really not that lazy, I wouldn't say I am. But I've been working so much. So I wasn't actually planning to get my boat back on water this year. I didn't find the time, but you know, it's no good not having a boat on the water. It was just unbearable in the end. So I had to get that sorted out and get my boat back on water. And here we are. And I have a project here.
Pappa, trenger du, det var en som spurte om du klarte å styre båten selv, eller trenger du noen andre?
Okay, so this will be a bowsprit. I'm going to screw this onto the bow of the boat, and that will make it a bit easier to get my dog from the boat on land, because this will be a platform at the very front of the boat. Okay. Ska vi byta plats?
Ja.
So, can you see me now?
Ja.
Kommer det kommentarer nå?
Ja. Masse spørsmål da.
Now there's, I'm a bit limited at this live stream when it comes to the questions because of the setup now. So I do apologize for that. But I would like to talk a little bit about my plans for this channel again. I have been busy lately with my novel, and the novel will be out here in Norway. They're telling me the end of September or the beginning of October. So I have a lot to do now. So yeah, I've actually been working every day. And I had planned one video for this, or for yesterday, but I couldn't finish. I didn't find time to finish the editing. So I hope this live stream is a good compromise between no video or well, it's all I could do this weekend, and I'm sorry for that. But I do have plans, and I have not at all given up on my big summer overnighter out in the woods. We still have a fire ban, so there will not be a campfire. We need to respect that because, you know, for obvious reasons. And also I have the Ulfbert's sword on its way to me very soon now. I have the ballistic heads. One will be, I'll use one for testing the Danax. I'll use the other for testing the Ulfbert's sword. So that's coming up. But I think it might take still a week or maybe 2 weeks before those ballistic heads arrive in the mail. So that's life, I guess. Okay, I do want to ask you one question. Would you like to see an overnighter video from the boat, this boat, or not? I mean, I get the impression sometimes that people interested in bushcraft and so on, they like videos from the woods and inland, maybe from the rivers, and they are not so interested in the sea. But that maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. So if you would like to see a overnighter video from the boat out here in the among the islands, let me know in the comments section.
Alle sier ja så langt.
My son is telling me that you would like to see such a video. So, but please let me know also in the comments section if you would like to see a what should we call it? Bushcraft is not the correct word, but well, overnighter out in the sailing boat, something like that, you know. And by the way, the only camera I think I'm comfortable using out in the boat is this one. It's the GoPro. One reason is that, well, it's not exactly cheap, but it's not extremely expensive either, and it's waterproof. So if I drop this, that will be a bad day for me, but it won't be the end of the world. And it's waterproof. I can, if I dive under the boat, I can put this on my mask, my scuba diving mask. And I really want to do a video, underwater video with this camera. That let me know also if you would like to see that in the comments section. Yeah. And also, of course, there's a reason why I bought this Lumix G80 or G85. It's because it can do things that my other cameras can't, and it's a bit more advanced. So I am getting into learning myself, teaching myself to use a camera like this. I'm quite excited about that actually. So we'll see. I hope that this will improve the quality of my videos in the future. Okay. Er det noen spørsmål, Brage, som jeg skal svare på? My son is quite good in English, so he will be telling me now if there are any questions.
Du kan si at de bare skal kjøre på med spørsmål.
Yeah. Well, he's telling me that if you have any questions, then please just keep the questions coming.
GoPro something. Nei, ikke noe spørsmål.
No. I know it's looking at the places where these live streams seem to be very popular in the Midwest and the west coast of the USA.
Hvor gammel er båten din?
Oh, this boat is actually almost as old as I am. I think it's from 1978. And when you think about that, you know, it's quite remarkable because it has no leaks. Well, I think there's a leak here in one of the bolts going through the deck here, but that's about it. It's a very good boat. Yeah, well, as I was saying, I think it's about 8 o'clock, something like that, on the west coast of USA.
Skal du seile I dag?
Well, I have actually been out sailing. Well, to be honest, we didn't get the sail up because, well, because of the weather today, we took the boat just a very short distance and anchored. So, because it's a lovely spot out there to go to swim.
Are you going to announce stream et eller annet? Jeg husker ikke helt hva det stod. Men det stod noe med å announce stream.
Yeah, well, if I'm going to announce these live streams, well, to be honest, you know, sometimes I just get I don't plan these live streams. Well, I planned this one. Well, I didn't plan it like from yesterday. I got this idea that, okay, I'll do this live stream because I can't find time to edit a video this weekend. Which will be, that's the first weekend in a very long time that I couldn't find time, so, yeah.
Hvor lang tid kommer det til å ta for å krysse Atlanteren?
How long does it take to cross the Atlantic? Well, some have done that in just a few days, but normally they say it takes, you know, like 3 weeks. If you go over from the Canary Islands to the I can't now remember the island, the name of those islands, but Caribbean, somewhere in the Caribbean. About 3 weeks, that's what I've heard. But with this boat, maybe a little longer because it's quite a small boat.
Anything.
I have been sailing. The boat I had before this one was much larger. It was a 45-foot ocean yacht, and it was much faster. It was not a fast boat, but it was much faster than this boat. And one of the reasons was that I had radar, I had autopilot. I do have an autopilot in this boat as well, but I could just set everything up and go to sleep actually, which I did. And when you start out solo sailing, you think that you can't find any rest, you can't sleep, but in the end you do sleep.
Hvor du akkurat nå?
Well, right now we are in Norway. We are in the southeastern part of Norway, and that's we are about half a day's sail from the Swedish border. So when you think about it, you know, we are much closer to continental Europe than the north of Norway, where I am now. So the climate here is much different from, let's say, up in Alta, the very north of Norway, and when you think about Norway, you think about snow and ice, but it's not like that here.
Båten varm om vinteren?
If this boat is warm during winter, well, I have written a novel in this boat during winter. I use this boat as an office, so I just put a couple of electric ovens in here, and that worked fine, but it's not insulated. But you know, you have the sea underneath, and that sea holds -2. It can't get colder than, I think it's -2 degrees in quite salty water as we have here. So you have, if it's 20 degrees Celsius below,
Pappa,
above,
nå det masse
in the
spørsmål.
air, and you still have the relative warmth coming up from the sea. Yeah.
Det første husker jeg ikke, men hvilken bok skrev du i båten?
Well, it's a book. Sorry, it's a book called The Red Ox or The Red Bull. I don't know. We have a sweet drink called Red Bull now, so that would be maybe not the right, I don't know, translation of the title right now. It hasn't been translated to any languages yet. So yeah, that's a few years ago now. Er det noen andre spørsmål?
Jeg husker det første spørsmålet. Hva slags musikk hører du på?
Well, what kind of music I listen to? Well, not much. There's a lot of music I don't like. I do like some black metal. I do like some so-called Viking metal. But I listen mostly to, well, not classic music, but instrumental with, you know, with no voices. That's what I like to listen to mostly. Yeah. Brage, vi tar ikke noe spørsmål om bøkene nå.
Ja.
Bare om andre ting. Ja.
Celtic? Eller keltisk? Spørsmålstegn.
Hvor mange minutter? I'm just asking my son. My son is watching the screen now, so yeah, that's why I'm asking him a few questions now.
25 minutter.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so this was just going to be a very short live stream, and so I'll have to round things off now. Is that I hope that's a phrase in English. Again, I am sorry I couldn't find time to edit a video this weekend. I will have another a proper video up next weekend. I don't know yet what that video will be about. I'll do my best, and maybe if I could ask you something, maybe just take a look at some of the older videos as well, because they're, you know, it's they are, some of them are a bit forgotten.
No trolls. Ingen troll.
So do look at those. I have playlists. You can find all the videos there. So do give the older videos a little bit of attention as well. That's my if I can ask something, that would be it. Yeah. And also, let me know in the comments section what kind of videos you would like to see more of. Is there anything you're missing? Anything you would like to see in the future? Just let me know. I'll do my best. It is a this channel is it's not very small anymore, so I do want to reach out to you and ask what would you like to see, because, you know, I'll try to I'm interested in knowing what you think. Yeah, okay. And now I would like to thank my son, because he's been handling the technical aspect of this today.
Nei, det var en som kalte oss Bjorn and Bjornsen.
yes, that's Bjorn and Bjornsen, because he would have my first name and a son or son after that. That's correct. But that's in Iceland though. But okay, I'm rambling now. What was I saying? I was saying yes, my son. Thank you for being the technical genius here today.
You're welcome.
And he has a YouTube video, and you will find, no, sorry, he has a YouTube channel with 2 or 3 videos.
To. Og så har jeg merch.
Yes, he has a new YouTube channel with 2 videos. It's so only 2, but there will be more on this channel. It's brand new, this channel, and he has he asked me to say that he has a spreadshirt shop with some merchandise, so that you know, we can buy T-shirts with channel logo, like I have actually. But his merchandise is much better. It's much cooler than mine. So do check it out. You'll find his channel, a link to his channel, on my channel page under recommended and friends. That's on the right hand side there if you use a computer or a laptop. So that's my shout out to my son's channel. And yeah, takk skal du ha.
Vær så god.
I'm saying thank you in Norwegian, and also thank you for joining in on this live stream. I feel bad I couldn't upload a proper video this weekend, but this is, well, well, that's the way it is. That's life, I guess. New video, better video, proper video next weekend. And until I see you next time, take care and have a nice day.
Skal jeg trykke på krysset?